Many of us are making summer travel plans. But if you're not quite ready to take the plunge, how about a trip around the world without setting foot out the door? Mo Rocca is our guide.
Adrian Charlie loves to travel.
So I've been to Kenya. I've also been to Morocco and camped out in the desert. I've been to Cuba, the United Arab Emirates, Madagascar. I can't believe I forgot that.
Are you sure your full name isn't Adrian Rand McNally?
And for her 50th birthday, she was pulling out all the stops.
So I had planned first-class tickets to Paris. I was going to stay at one of the hotels along the Champs-Élysées.
Then COVID happened. But where there's a will and Wi-Fi, there's a way.
And up in the distance on your right, we get our first glimpse of the Eiffel Tower.
The Oculus entered my life.
She's talking about this, a virtual reality headset. Via virtual reality, VR for short, Adrian has spent the past year globetrotting. Global pandemic be damned.
This is one of the spaces that I absolutely want to visit. It is the Chateau de Monte Cristo.
And she's not alone. While the headset makers don't release sales figures, some Facebook VR groups report that their membership has tripled in the last year. There are an exploding number of apps and experiences to choose from.
I'm going under.
Immersive is how this technology is often described, and I can attest.
Oh, is that a giant seal?
As I went kayaking in Antarctica, courtesy of a National Geographic app.
Wow.
We have a number of experiences that we've put together. One of them is our Okavango experience.
Whitney Johnson is Vice President of Visuals and Immersive Experiences for National Geographic.
We stopped to have lunch at an elephant crossing, not knowing that the migration was about to arrive.
For Nat Geo, authenticity is key, as experienced in this trip through the African Delta.
I'm not too inclined to want to come face to face with a wild animal in Africa, but through this experience you can do that.
As you can see, we're in New York.
Now, if you really want to get into VR, you can try this.
We've got a bar set up here so people can grab a drink. There's a hot tub over there people can hang out in.
Jeremy Nickel believes very much in the connective power of VR. I met up with him, sort of, on this Brooklyn rooftop. Kind of.
For the price of a couple $100, you can get yourself some goggles, get in here, build worlds, start creating events, and start making VR something you want it to be.
If you haven't figured it out, we're meeting in VR as avatars. I'm the one wearing the cap.
You can bring people together from around the world to have a social, COVID-safe experience here in VR.
In reality, Jeremy's in Boulder, Colorado. I'm in Manhattan. But here we are having an experience together and not on Zoom.
This does, in fact, feel more personal, more intimate than a Zoom session. Yeah, I just wish you had actual arms connecting your hands to the rest of your body. But
I hear you. We'll get there.
Nickel, a Unitarian Universalist minister, has studied Buddhism in India and built this virtual reality temple in the Himalayas for his congregation to meditate. I probably should have visited here first to center myself.
boy.
As impressive as VR technology is, I found myself feeling a little seasick the first couple of times I tried it. And here's another caveat.
I know so many friends who are buying VR headsets for their kids, and it's not technically a kid device at all.
Scott Stein is editor-at-large at CNET. Why isn't it?
I think it's not quite entirely clear what the optical and even, psychological effects probably of using this stuff could be. I don't let my kids use it very much at all.
But for big kids like Adrian Charlie, it's a virtual wonderland.
As soon as you log off from here, you're going to be in Tanzania or in Uruguay.
Exactly. I haven't had my immersive trip for the day.
You don't need a passport.
No passport required.